kind of items did you have, like fire or heat resistant, like boots or cloaks?
I can make an item give you resistant immunity to fire for a quarter day.
The items allow you to cast the spell Firewalker, which makes you immune to fire for a quarter day.
Yep. All right, here we go. We are live. This is session 66 of Forbidden Lands. Running a little bit late because Anita and I had to put together a electric firefly / TV stand, and she only had to stop me from putting things together backwards 3 times. So
Oh, that's a good.
yeah,
I'm now mildly curious how an electric fireplace can double as a TV stand.
the
A flat top.
yeah the it's like a TV stand, but there's like a central area where there's like an electric fireplace insert.
And the heat from it doesn't affect the TV?
No, because it blows outwards.
Oh, okay. I was thinking the surface of the TV stand is standing on might get hot.
No, it's pretty well insulated in that regard. So, but alrighty. Speaking of heat, conveniently, you guys have finally arrived at the volcano where you believe the dragon slaying hammer is. It is ungodly hot. Not to the point where anybody is taking damage as of yet, but it's definitely something that you're going to want to be prepared for.
I did not approve this eat.
Trustius has made an item for Desi so she can activate her helmet to cast Firewalker once per day. He taught Kaldi the basics of blood magic so he can also protect himself, but Kaldi is thinking about this and the dangers inherent in magic and has decided to he'll watch the camp.
Only because he's not here.
Only because Trevor can't make it. But thanks
Otherwise, how wise would he be?
Yeah,
Or the little bastard would come with us.
he'd probably be running in first.
Right.
Thanks to Argento's sword journey into the lands of the dead to speak with someone, you guys have fairly easily found the entrance to the cavern complex within the volcano. It's a little bit of a climb, nothing too strenuous. There are like little trails and switchbacks, so no actual mountain climbing is involved, but it is a steep incline.
How long is it going to take us just to get to the volcano?
It won't take you a quarter day. You guys arrived bright and early in the morning, so you figure it won't take you till lunchtime to get there. It's probably only going to take you like an hour or two to get up to the volcano mouth, or the cave mouth, not the volcano.
Oh, we are in the volcano hex then, or next to it.
Yes, you are.
Well, I see 2 options. We can harvest the nearby forest, and I can attempt to make more protection items for Hokutai and Ryzen, which is relatively dangerous to do. Or also relatively dangerous to do. Hokutai, perhaps you could cool the area off. Snow, perhaps.
Not sure I can get to snow, and I'm not sure what effect rain would have on all this, but we could try. See how it goes.
I expect your magic would be somewhat easier than mine.
Yeah. I prepared for that, so I can try it. I'm just afraid that the water might boil. But it might cool off things a bit.
Boiling would be bad.
Yeah, because I can make
Cool
it rain.
breeze might help, perhaps.
I'll see what I can do. Want us to try to start with that? Because we'll have to harvest the tree at some point, but we could explore the volcano first. But we definitely need to harvest the tree around here to get more of that sap. Not sap, bark.
I wonder if I ate one of those trees, it would just fix it.
I'm wondering if we use the wood from the tree as a shaft for the spear, like I did with the dark wood, if it could poison a demon too.
Desi believes it could. Well, the sap could.
The tar that Risen made from the bark
Yeah,
is definitely a poison we can use against the demon. I wonder if the wood is poisonous too. I really like that tree.
So don't eat the tree, you say.
Probably not. But I'll try to make harpoon shaft with it and maybe some arrows. See if it works better against demon.
I'll craft whatever you want once we get the hammer.
Good. So do we want to stop here for you to make something and I try to make it rain and we harvest some wood, or do I just make it rain and we try our best at the inside of the grotto?
I think the biggest thing we need to determine is whether we need to get protection for yourself and Ryzen.
I just expect that it's gonna get warmer and warmer as we get inside.
You understand the risk in making these items, yes?
Yes. Honestly, I would be of nature of trying our luck with the mountain. Like, no matter interesting you find it that we could have access to protection from fire, it has lots of consequences if it doesn't work as well as we'd wish.
Well, try the weather first, and if that works, we can try. If we're forced back, then we're forced back, and we can reset.
Okay, let's see how it goes. Okatai is gonna pick out his necklace, close his eye and raise it up to the sky, and concentrate on activating the necklace that has a weather master in it.
Okay.
With four
Festus is going to
success.
move everyone a few paces away.
Yes. It has 4 success in it, so I don't know if I could bring a cold wind or something like that with 4 success. Like in a temperature such as this.
Yeah, power level 3 lets you have like completely unnatural weather, like a snowstorm in the middle of summer, that sort of thing.
Okay. So the additional success on making that amulet was actually worth it.
Yep.
I'll try to bring the cold wind and to cool off the zone. Give us a chance to survive this.
So Okatai like raises his amulet, and you guys can feel the kind of the hot breeze around here starts to cool fairly significantly. It doesn't get cold, but it does get comfortable.
That's better.
Good job. Thanks.
Nice.
Probably not better in the volcano, but it'll get us there.
It should help a bit. Okatai's bring down the necklace, make a little prayer, and put it back around his neck. Hopefully, it's gonna carry us a bit inside.
Only one way to find out.
Let's get there.
Lead the way.
But I'll lead the way.
So as you start making your way up the volcano, the breeze kind of follows you, and you're kind of glad because it is like it's not mountain climbing, but it's still a fairly arduous hike. But with that kind of cooler temperature, more temperate temperature, nobody has to worry about making endurance rolls.
God bless, because I'm not good at endurance. I should fix that at some point.
And after probably about, an hour, maybe two, you guys have basically made your way past these switchbacks and these trails. The trails are fairly well kept, indicating to anybody who's trained in survival that these trails are probably used.
Might be the fire salamander lizard man or something worse.
Are we seeing like obvious footprints, or it's just a matter of it's not like smooth and stuff?
Both. Like it's very obviously been cleared of any like rubble or debris or anything. And occasionally in the ash you do see footprints. They are definitely reptilian in nature and roughly human sized.
Let's stay aware of the lizard man.
Yeah.
And we might be able to prove the theory about making lizard scale armor to ward off the heat.
Do you think that
Hopefully
would
we
work?
won't have to.
I'm not sure. I don't think so, but when we're out of option, we try stuff.
And whoever is the best at scouting can give me a scouting roll.
Caldy.
With Caldy missing, I think it would be me.
It's definitely not me.
I'm a 4, so it's probably not me, I'm guessing.
I am. I'm a 6. But just be aware that if I don't get it, I won't push because I'm sleepy, and every wits I lose is wits I won't get back before a few days.
Well, if you can't do it, I'll do it.
I can roll. I won't. I just won't push.
Yeah. If you're in a position where you have to push, I'll step in if Chris lets me.
But I got 6 dice, so could be nice. Could be good.
You kind of want to run out of wits anyway when you're sleeping.
So as you're making your way up these paths
To get me to
these
sleep.
trails, Okata, you kind of like feel a little bit of a rumbling under your feet, and you see a couple of little spots of steam, and you kind of move everybody to the side just before like a small spout of like lava kind of like breaches the surface. Doesn't go shooting up into the air or anything, but it just kind of like bubbles up to the surface. Had somebody been standing there, or if you were not quite so aware of your surroundings, it might have been bad.
Don't let yourself be cooked.
Bad feels like an understatement. Just stepping in lava.
Can we see like obvious steam coming from like vents or like, holes or cracks or something?
You can, and actually, there's places where because of this cool wind that Okada has brought in, there's like some steam coming from vents and various things, but there's also a fair amount of like low level fog in areas as the cold front and the heat from the volcano kind of meet. It's definitely a very active volcano, and as Ryzen, actually, since you specifically were looking, you can see that occasionally up at the top of the summit of the volcano, you can see like little like shots of lava like just shooting up into the air, not like an eruption, but just like the bubbling, churning lava of the volcano itself.
And we won't be that discreet. If the lizard men happen in our area, they will feel the general zone of cool air. So stay on your guard. Stealth will be iffy.
And occasionally look up because some of that lava shooting out could make its way down this far, possibly. You never know.
Oh, good point. I was looking down for exploding vents, but I didn't think about that.
I think it's prudent that if one person can't keep an eye on everything, and of course that's not really possible unless there's a magic that lets you do that, we should have at least one person looking up and the others can look down and across
I
as
mean-
usual.
I'm looking down so I can see the tracks and the best path. So if,
Okay,
if somebody can
I'll-
keep an eye on top, that'd be nice.
I'll keep an eye on top.
Thanks.
Don't forget there's a drake here somewhere. A very large one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just listening to the ground with my feet because I know there's like the fireworms too. So if I feel the ground grumbling, we might want to get on rock or more solid ground.
I do appreciate that the shortest person is keeping an eye up and the tallest person is keeping an eye down.
Tactics.
But yeah, with between Okatai and Ryzen keeping an eye open, they do navigate you around some trickles of lava here and there. Kind of like if you've ever gone hiking in the mountains, there's always like those little streams that kind of like come up from the surface and travel for about 20 or 30 feet before disappearing under the surface again. That sort of thing, only burning hot lava instead of fresh, cool spring water.
So
like
close,
that, but exactly the same, except killing you.
Yeah. Exactly the same, but the complete opposite.
Somehow, this makes sense.
And yes, and before long, you do come to that cave entrance that you had spotted from lower levels, and that Argento had told you about. That leads into your understanding is probably like a cavern complex, like lava tubes and the like, that has been kind of naturally carved out by lava over however long. And it is there's a very, very thick mist as the cold front that Okatai has summoned meets the hot air coming out of that cavern. It is ungodly hot inside there, would be Okatai's guess.
No matter what we do, next part is gonna be hot.
the question is it going to be bearable?
I need to scout to discover that. Let's try to go a bit ahead to see if it's manageable or not at all.
As you start to make your way in, it is quite hot, and mechanically speaking, without that cool wind, everybody would be making endurance rolls every turn, basically every 10 minutes or so. But with that cool breeze, it kind of dampens it down. You definitely don't want to like spend any significant amount of time in here. Like you don't want to spend like an entire afternoon in this volcano complex.
Like we're doing a dungeon in a sauna.
Exactly. But thanks to Okatai's preparations, the greatest environmental danger is manageable.
So, Okatai, how long can you keep this breeze up?
Let me.
I ask because what's our contingency if, let's say, we can't find this hammer today?
Oh, we leave.
Okay.
We definitely leave.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure.
Having contingency plans, looking up. What type of adventurers are you guys?
I'm the kind that likes to survive. This halfling likes to survive.
Ryzen's the type who likes to cook, not be cooked.
Exactly. I'm the cooker, not the cookie.
I do have chefs, so if you
although
need
I
to
am
cook-
sweet in my own way.
Oh God.
I last 2 quarter days.
All right. So you guys are at this cave entrance. There is light inside. It's like a reddish orange glow, but there is light inside.
Guess that tracks.
Yeah, there might be a couple of open pool of lava, but wait, if we're inside the lava tube, isn't it magma? Because we'd be underground.
Semantics.
Semantics. Let's stay careful of potential open pools. Should glow, so we should see it, but
The question is how big this place is. If it's going to take us days to explore it, we'll be in and out of here for a week.
well, let's see what we have in front of us, and we'll react depending on if we find out that it's too complex to explore with the time I can give us. We can backtrack and try to make more Firewalker to give us more time.
Well, Gento, can you fly ahead and see if you can find a hammer?
No. I can go to the Lens of the Dead for you.
I've seen you fly.
Uh-huh. I can fly.
But you can't.
I'll melt.
You'll melt.
Hey, I got a question for you magic using types. Do you got some kind of spell or thing you can commune with the world or something that can like do divination, like maybe give us a clue, track this thing, point this way here kind of thing?
I've been looking for a teacher for that kind of magic since we've got on this island, but I haven't been lucky, so no, I can't.
Argento,
Yeah.
you're a bird, right?
Uh-huh.
And you're a skeleton.
Uh-huh. And I'm made of metal.
You're made of what?
Metal.
Metal?
Uh-huh.
Is Argento made of metal?
He is. He's made out of silver.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was made out of bones.
No, he's a locket or something. He's a piece of jewelry.
Are you concerned about melting?
Wouldn't you be?
Clearly not. I'm here as well.
Of course, you won't melt. Oh, you might melt. I've seen people melt. It's not good.
Ugh. The thing is, I assume you've seen people melt where we found you,
Mm.
and now I can imagine people melting, and I don't like that.
Sometimes the sorceress wasn't really real nice. Did you know that people have wax in them? Or at least fat?
Yep.
Yeah, I got plenty of fat in me as I pat my belly.
Did you know that fat melts?
It does, yeah. If you exercise and eat healthy, yes.
Oh, you can also make candles out of them.
Anyway, let's
So-
see what we can see.
I do have some concerns about the temperature in there.
Would you like to wait outside?
No, it's nice where you guys are. I'm just
I
like,
think you want to follow the wind, the light breeze.
if I go too far, maybe the breeze won't be there.
I see. Yes, that makes some sense. I was sorry. I was curious whether you were a object or a bird.
I'm both.
Okay. That that's not helpful. But maybe in the future.
Maybe. All right, so you guys are entering in.
I
Oh,
believe
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
So as you enter in, it is definitely like a natural cave, but you do see very primitive, like scratch artwork on the walls. Kind of like the equivalent of like cave paintings, basically. Clearly made by some semblance of intelligence.
Does any of that make any sense?
You can make a lore roll. You would guess. You would guess Okatai's assertion that perhaps that those flamey lizard creatures live here is probably accurate. At the very least, there is definitely something that seems to have some sort of structure or tribal society has made these markings.
But it's like super primitive kind of deal. Right?
It is very primitive.
Not quite orc standard yet.
Definitely not to the level of any sort of civilized society.
That's something. All right, let's go.
Let's stay aware of Lizard Man.
And whoever's keeping an eye out can give me a scouting roll.
That's Okadai, I think, right?
Yeah, for primary
Nuts.
stuff.
You want to lose that wits the
Uh,
only way you get to sleep.
I need to roll. I'm gonna reload.
Okay, yeah,
Hello?
you broke up there.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, I'm reloading Foundry because I tried to make the roll and it didn't roll anything. Internet seems to have troubles.
There you go,
That's
2
okay.
successes. All right, so as you're making your way through this this complex, the tunnel that you're following seems to be the only one like large enough for easy transport. There are a couple of smaller ones that looks like Ryzen or Kaldi might be able to go through, but for anybody wearing any sort of like heavy armor that's like roughly human sized would not get through, and a human sized person stripped naked would have to squeeze. So you're kind of following this main tunnel, and you start to see signs here and there of like primitive construction, all made out of stone. Just like little, like a little area with, some like stone slabs for beds. Another area that looks like it might have been maybe like a communal room or something. You do find one area where it looks like there's a pool of lava with some like stone seats around it, kind of like a public bath, only lava.
That sounds horrifying.
But no signs of any current inhabitants.
I mean, let's stay on our guard. They might have been ousted from their home by something worse.
And Okatai, from up ahead, you hear like a skittering noise. The sound
Incoming.
Oh, it looks like Trevor is here.
Yeah, I am very thoughtful.
Ah,
What did I miss?
We could barely hear you.
He's loud to me, but kind of muffly.
Yeah, you're loud but muffly.
So far, we have walked up the mountain and used some magic to make it less unbearable, and we have started exploring the lava tubes to try to find a hammer. And I heard some skittering.
and as you continue to push forward, kind of on the lookout, you see what looks like a bridge over a lava flow, and about half a dozen or so of these large, like beetle-like creatures that seem to just be kind of going about their business, just chowing down on some rocks and swimming through the lava, just going about their business. They do not seem to be immediately hostile.
Do I know anything about the biology of such bugs?
You can make a let's call this an animal handling roll.
Oh, I would like to do that too, since empathy is my thing.
Excellent.
I would like to do that too, but I have 0 dice in empathy.
Oh no.
Ryzen, you're pretty sure that the creatures are they're not hostile, but if they are disturbed, they may either flee or fight. It depends. You're not entirely sure, but Okatai, you're certain that those things are probably quite territorial. So, if you disturb them, they will likely defend their territory.
And this is the only pass we have, right? We have to go this route.
It's the only one that you've seen that's man-sized.
We think I set them off. Yep. So need to be prepared to deal with those. Maybe if they lose a couple of their numbers, some of them might flee, but I don't think they're just going to be scared. We can try to scare them off, but just be aware they're probably going to attack.
Horizon can be scary.
Indeed. So I don't want to say we can't, because I've seen him get angry. It can work.
Okatai, do you know if these are animals or they're beasts or monsters?
They are definitely animals.
Animals.
Let me think for a second.
And their kitten could be used possibly to make fire resistant things, I assume.
Like chunky armor.
Anything that can bear the magma heat might be useful.
Do they follow like a singular leader, or are they, or do you know?
They're pretty territorial, so it's kind of a family unit, tribe, if you will. Don't think they are. But if some of them go some direction,
Sir, you're cutting out again.
It only can affect one of them at a time, so unless there's a clear alpha, I don't think I can do much outside of killing them.
I'm gonna check if there's a bigger one. If I can spot if there's a bigger one or one that seemed dominant among them.
There does not seem to be.
No. Okay.
Hey, Chris, the scepter wouldn't give me any bonus to trying to get these things to cower, bow down to me, not be a nuisance, would it?
No, it'll help you against like humanoids and the like. But
Yeah, okay.
the scepter doesn't care about petty insects.
Right.
No, I believe my only option is to kill them.
Well,
Why?
they
Why
won't
are we
flee
picking
and
fights?
They're in
they
the
won't
way.
flee and they're on our way and they're very territorial. So they're probably gonna attack us when we cross the bridge.
Oh,
Well-
gotcha.
Well, we could give the benefit of the doubt and try and react based on their reaction.
If you want to try to scare them off, scream at them or something. And if they skitter away, we just pass. And if they don't, we react. And maybe if they have a couple of loss, they might just scamper away.
Maybe people could shoot arrows from a distance. So that I'm not just going in and cleaving things.
Well, I gotta
All
steal it.
by my lonesome.
We can let the Risen try to shush them away from here. And if they start barreling toward us, I'll throw stuff at them.
Chris, quick question. Are these things considered monsters?
Nope, they are animals.
Okay, then I am willing to use one of my talents and do a little test scream at them. Unless anybody has an objection with that.
Nope, I'm supporting your action.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
think
Chris, I
that's-
want to. Sorry?
That's our go-to, I think.
Okay. All right, Chris. As a test, I am going to. Am I in short range now? If not, I will move up to short range.
You're short range to a couple of them. The ones that have basically gone swimming in the lava. Otherwise, you'd have to move onto the bridge.
Should I go after one of the ones in the lava, or should I go forward to get one of the ones on solid ground?
I'd let Desi hold the bridge.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if I want to get one of the ones on solid ground, I got to move forward onto the bridge.
Oh, get the ones in the lava. They'll be able to climb anyway, probably.
Okay. I'm going to target the
Or
closest
fly.
one to me. I'm going to target the one closest to me in the magma and hit it with Path of the Warcry level 3, and I'm going to spend 1 willpower.
Ooh, they can resist rolling their insight, which they don't have. So Ryzen kind of like steps forward. Let's hit this war cry, and it does kind of echo through the lava tubes. But that creature does seem startled, and it kind of like it flaps its wings, kind of like hops a little bit. They don't seem like they're capable of actual flight, but more like a gliding hop. But it does move away.
Let's try to move forward in formation and see if we can just shush him.
Yeah, let's see how the others react to that, if they react at all.
Yeah. Desi, you want to go forward? I'll flank you.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sending you alone. I'm coming with you.
That's good.
I just want to be like, you have one side with a shield and one side with a sword, just so we function.
I wonder if any loud noise will scare them off. I mean, that didn't seem terrible. Right?
No, that one skedaddled, but the others have not reacted.
I mean, it's a pity they don't understand that we're not coming for you. We just need to get by.
Hey, wait, isn't Okatai a naturey druidy type? Can't you talk to them?
They're bugs. I mean, big bugs, don't get me wrong, but they're still bugs. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know his talents. Maybe he's got a spell that allows him to talk with bugs.
yeah, magic stuff. Yeah. I wasn't really thinking about magic.
Level 1 shapeshifting is animal speech. Lets you speak with a mammal.
So,
My most
Sorry, you were all broken up.
bugs. I'm gonna switch something.
so it sounds like we're gonna form up and try to cross the bridge, shooing bugs away.
All right. So you have two options. Either somebody can make like a performance type roll to try to scare them away, or somebody can make a stealth roll to basically sneak your way past them. Or you could probably use animal handling if you want to like move along, little bug.
I'm willing to do that. I've got a 6 for animal handling.
I mean, you could also use performance to shush them away. I think Chris said it's an option.
Is
If you're
performance
better-
an option?
Yeah, basically, if you're like making a noise to try to scare them off, that would fall under performance.
Sure.
Yeah, Ryzen's great at that.
So yeah, these things, as you guys kind of move forward and Ryzen kind of like building on the success of your war cry, you start like just like making a bunch of kind of like random noise. You don't know if these things are seeing you as a threat or what, but it is enough. It seems like although they're territorial, they're not innately aggressive. And the sign of a bigger or sound of a bigger creature is enough to kind of move them out of your way. They go like diving off into the lava pools. They're still there. They don't go running off into the distance, but they do dive into the lava pools and kind of submerge under it, like they're hiding for this creature to pass.
Call that a win.
Works for me.
Continuing to follow this path again. Signs of previous habitation, but nothing current. You don't come across any groups of lizard people. You don't even come across like any bodies or corpses or anything
Or stuff.
or stuff.
Backed up and go.
It's entirely possible. Like everything that you found, every semblance of whatever their society is like is always like very large, non-mobile things.
I mean, they wouldn't have stuff anyway because it just all burn.
Depending on what it's made from.
Let's remember these things are here, and if we have to escape quickly, make a lot of noise crossing the bridge, right?
Yep. Hey, Chris, I'm keeping an eye out for more of those cave scratchings or cave paintings or anything, especially anything that might possibly be a hint about a hammer.
Okay. Give me a scouting roll.
That's a good idea.
There are some here and there. They're mainly scratchings as opposed to paintings, things that will stand up to the intense heat. And there are things that you think represent a hammer. I mean, they're very kind of like crudely scratched, probably by claws or like harder rock into softer rock, so they're not terribly intricate. But you're pretty sure that some of these indicate a thing that you think might be a hammer.
Is there anything that resembles possibly what could be a map or something a little more detailed to say like what we should be looking for in terms of an environment?
With your scouting roll of 2, there are some that it looks like. It's hard to interpret. You kind of have to stop to think about it for a minute. And you think that one of the carvings looks like it might be like a special room. You don't think these things are intelligent enough or civilized enough to have like a vault or anything like that, but it does seem to indicate that the hammer is in its own chamber.
Hey guys, look at this carving. This it might mean that it's in its own chamber. or room. Not sure where that room or chamber would be. I don't think this qualifies as a map, but it's something. Maybe it's even close, like nearby. I don't know. Maybe it's a symbol we need to look for. Just, you know.
Well, I'd much rather look for a full room than a hammer tucked away under a bed. That should make it easier. Nice pine.
And as you guys continue on deeper in, it is getting hotter. It is getting noticeably hot. Even with the breeze, Okatai's magic just can't seem to compete.
Yep, it's getting hotter and hotter.
So it's getting hot in here, so take off all our clothes. That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, you can take off your armor if you like.
It
Sounds
sounds
like
like
an
another bad decision on Bad Decision Island.
I am not taking. No. I wear armor for a reason.
The question is, how bad is it going to get?
Won't know until we get there.
Well, logically, the deeper we go into this thing, if we go to the source of the magma, the main pool area, it's going to keep getting hotter and hotter.
It does make sense. Unfortunately, there's only two of us that could protect ourselves from the heat.
And from up ahead, you can hear what sounds almost like a waterfall.
I emit doubt about the water part of that.
And
All we can do is go forward.
I mean, a lava fall would be a pretty dramatic place to store a hammer.
Let's go take a look.
and you come to an area where you can clearly see the side you need to get to. The problem is there does not seem to be any easy way over it.
Huh.
Sorry, can you repeat that, Chris?
Yeah, you basically come to this tunnel comes to an end. There's like a stream of lava. You can see that the tunnel that you want to follow continues on the other side of the stream of lava, but there doesn't seem to be. I don't know. I mean, Desi might be able to jump it. And there is a lava fall up here.
Oh, we got two problems then.
Yeah, we can't build a raft here, I don't think.
Well, assuming that bridge leads to where the hammer is, it's going to get very hot if we can even get across. The other problem is, by rumor, whoever wields the hammer is going to be overcome by their own greatness or something. That was the hammer, right?
If I remember well, the hammer makes you overconfident in your ability and very prone to combat.
And the only two of us that can withstand the heat is either myself or Dizzy.
If we can find a spot where I could lock in a throw, maybe I can put a rope above the lava to give us a chance across it. But
I'm
everything
sure
is
you're
made
going to
of
be able to
stone.
survive over there.
I don't know. I'm not talking about me specifically going over there. Just that I could jam a harpoon on the other side to have a rope to give make it possible for someone to cross. I'm not sure I can endure the heat over there though.
I'm not sure what's more dangerous, that hammer influencing me or Dizzy.
I don't know if I can get more sure of myself when it comes to combat. I mean, yeah,
Well, if I tell you charging a dragon, what's your first thought? Does
that
that
sounds like a
sound
bad
like
idea.
Yeah, the last guy who had the hammer didn't have that impression because he had the hammer.
Yeah,
Was like, yeah, that sounds like a great plan. That's where we
I
don't want to
mean,
be.
there are factors. I can't say I wouldn't do it.
Let's be honest. At this point, we're all pretty confident in our abilities, no matter who wields that thing.
Except maybe the magic guy. He has a tendency to. Both the magic users have a tendency to hurt themselves, and they know it.
That doesn't mean they're not confident, though.
Well, I mean, maybe that's the problem.
I mean, have you listened to Trustius sometimes? He's just as arrogant as any of us.
I am a no.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. That's usually what you're arrogant about. Lots of, I've lived forever. You're all children to me.
You wouldn't understand, Ryzen. You don't wield the dark magics like I do. Nobody knows the trouble he's seen.
All of that was true outside the city.
You know what? If we'd never met, he'd be the guy sitting in the dark corner of an inn, looking all mysterious, probably.
I call that trying not to harm anyone, but mysterious will work, I suppose.
Listen, you've broken Desi again. He's wheezing.
Oh, am I gonna have to start doing my sexy dance to like bring her back to normal?
God, no, please don't. It's just the voice was so good. The reverb around my helmet was perfect.
Here is my thought. If
Okay.
we can attempt the harpoon, assuming the rope doesn't burn. But if we can't, what we can do is we can have Desi give the helmet to Ryzen. Ryzen can go fetch the helmet, or go fetch the hammer.
I fear there's gonna be some opposition or something over there. So, just don't want to let anyone alone over there.
If it'll be of any help, I've also got one of those throwing spears that I salvaged from when we were ambushed that one time.
Oh, that could be a good place to tie the rope so I don't lose one of my dark wood spear. Because if I throw and miss and then get in the lava, I'll be sad.
Yeah, I'm happy to use this expendable spear that someone tried to impale me with.
How difficult do you think dizzy would it be to jump this thing? Or to throw Ryzen?
I would be very uncomfortable jumping this thing.
Which
Assuming
I
there
think is
wasn't
a-
lava.
A completely reasonable feeling. If there wasn't lava, then we wouldn't need to jump. We'd just climb over. Right?
Chris, how difficult would it be to jump this this guy?
It is a move roll.
Just one success though, right?
Yep.
I mean, should kind of like look at it from a couple of different angles.
I'm glad it's a move roll. I have 1 extra dice on that compared to might or endurance.
I could probably make it. I'd be more surprised if I didn't, but I don't want to find out, partway through that there's some kind of weird, I don't know, barrier that I can't see,
Well, I'm
and I
gonna
bounce
throw a
off it
spear.
or something.
I'm gonna throw
Yeah,
the harpoon on the other side first, so we know if the path is clear, and try to lodge it somewhere that we can have a rope to help us across.
Chris.
Yep.
When I look, like, if I come over here to the kind of the vertical on this Y shape,
Yep.
T shape, and I look down toward the south, what's in that direction?
It looks like this little stream of lava, like, cascades down into like a lava fall into a giant lake
Oh!
of lava.
Okay.
So there's no significantly narrower vein area.
There's the areas that you guys found earlier that were super narrow, but that would have been like a Caldi or Ryzen only thing.
Oh, and what's back this way?
That's the way you guys came.
Okay.
I think he's saying this is the map we have to work with.
Yeah, I was hoping that like back the other way there might have been a bridge that would have gotten us over to the other side with
Nope.
some backtracking, but
Sadly, the
Well,
people who used to live here are immune to lava.
We don't.
assholes.
Chris, I got a wild, stupid idea. So I got a question.
All right.
How big are the beetles?
They're about the size of a really big dog.
So theoretically, a wee one could possibly ride one if they were that stupid.
You could probably try.
What?
I am thinking our idea right now is either one of us who's a phenomenal athlete jumps across, or somehow I try to tame a beetle long enough to use it to cross without hopefully falling in or getting anything splashed on me.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to go beetle surfing.
One
I
strapped
think
one
only
to
the
each
wee
foot.
folk could actually be carried.
Tie one on each foot. No, that also sounds like a bad idea. I don't think they would go for that.
I don't
Does
think we
it
have any
have-
good ideas right now, frankly.
Could I borrow the
well-
helmet for a moment?
Uh-huh.
I
You made
can
it.
try to
You made it.
set
I
the
can't
rope on the
understand
other
that.
side.
I'll
That
set
should
the
help.
rope. Give me the helmet, please.
Desi
I
will
forget
take
what
the
the helmet
off.
does.
Dresser will put on the helmet, he'll activate Firewalker, and he's going to jump this guy.
Mormon here.
All right. Give
me
me a move roll.
Because he's actually good at moving. Really, really quite good at moving. I still want Firewalker, but
You also could have cast it.
and that's why I want Firewalker.
Ooh.
Oof.
All right.
Lands hard.
It lands hard, like something pops. You get that, like, Charlie horse up your leg that continues up to your hip. Oh, I'm not as young as I used to be. But you are across.
No good eye. Throw me a rope with your harpoon or whatever. I'll tie it off.
Yep. I'll throw it to Trestius without aiming at Trestius.
Give me a marksmanship roll just in case.
Yep. I
Yeah, it didn't come up. Oh. Did we lose
Did we
Yorick?
lose him?
I don't know. I see him there, but I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, I don't hear anything either.
You might have to reboot.
Maybe.
I can make the roll for him.
He did fine.
He did. So phew, the rope comes across.
Tie it off, just in case. Is that rope gonna hold?
You don't wanna let it sit here too long.
Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking like tie to like maybe this rock and then go see what's across the bridge here real quick.
Okay. Across the bridge continues on, but
Fuck.
give me a scouting roll, Trustius.
Scouting.
I think I'm reconnected.
Whatever.
Did the throw roll? go through?
I did it for you and it went fine.
Okay, good.
So Trustius, you kind of like look down that bridge and you can see like the tunnel continues on, but you do see it opens up into a large room. The glow from the lava in that room is fairly intense, but with 2 successes on your scouting roll, you do see the glint of metal as the light from the lava is reflecting off of something at the far end of that chamber.
Do I see anything else in that chamber?
Not from here.
This is a terrible idea. By my estimation, everyone's gonna cook here without Firewalker, right?
That final room is probably yes.
Alone.
Why don't you just tie a rope around it and chuck it over?
There is a rope from one side of in this room. There's a rope from where you guys are to where Trustius is.
Mm-hmm.
We can try to cross and
Don't
act
touch
as fast as possible because we don't want to leave Trestius alone because he might get a position in that room. So I would try to cross and just try to do as fast as we can on that room. And if I can get in because of the heat, I'll throw stuff at people who try to stop us.
All right, you guys climb over. I'm gonna book it for the hammer. Sorry, I'm going to attempt to retrieve the hammer. Trustius would never say book it.
All right. For those of you that are climbing across the rope, it is a move roll, but you do get 2 bonus dice from the rope.
Sure. Shit, you've got my helm. Okay.
You will.
Please tell me one success is enough.
Yep.
Roll.
Trustius, as you kind of enter down into that room,
It didn't roll, eh?
it did not. I'll pull you to the scene. So as Trustius, as you cross the bridge, and make your way, you do see more lava, so much more lava. But at the far end of this chamber, you can see what looks like a carved stone pedestal, and laying upon it is a hammer. And give me a scouting roll.
Oh, 2.
There is something large moving in the northern lava pool. Something is big enough to be churning the lava.
Oh, we did not do this well. I'll let everybody know, of course.
Okay, so you kind of get to the entrance of the room and you're like, oh, wait.
Wait a minute. All right, how far behind them are? How far behind me are they?
They're not far.
So might as well just do this.
Oh no. No successes for Okatai.
That's not good.
Oh, no.
Oh no. I assumed Okatai would push the roll.
I would expect so, yeah.
With my move of 3, is there anything I can do to help him? Would I see him like start to falter?
Yes, you
No,
can.
he-
You can kind of reach out and grab him and like pull him to safety so he doesn't fall into the lava.
Yes.
But he does get like slightly singed, and that rope is a goner.
Doop.
But you do manage to pull him up.
Oh, Yurik, your internet being a pain in the butt is not great right now.
Sorry.
But you guys can catch up with Trustius, who is standing at the like across the bridge down this corridor, just a little bit down this tunnel.
Ryzen,
Yeah.
I hurt my hip. Is that something you can fix?
I
hurt
switched
your
this one
hip.
on my phone. It might still make the roll on Discord difficult, but you might hear me better now.
All right.
Oh, I hear you much better.
Yeah, I'll do a mundane healing on him, Chris.
Okay. No, he's fucked. Just so you know, before you push the roll, mundane healing can only be done if the attribute is at 0.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
No worries.
Are you actually damaged?
Oh, so many rolls. Yeah, I'm looking for agility healing. I don't know if it's you or Okatai that fixes that.
Yeah.
How much? How much are you down?
3. I'm just thinking that someone's gonna have to do a YOLO to get this hammer.
So I can only heal one of that through Path of the Hymn. But I'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, we have some time, I think.
Yep.
I don't know what the environment's doing to us, though.
Nothing yet.
Okay, it's only going to cost me 1 willpower, so take at least the 1 for now.
Gotcha.
Did the lava mishap damage my strength? Because the jump damaged my agility. Should I put damage on top of that on strength?
No, it was just your agility. Desi grabbed you and pulled you, but like twisted your back in the process.
Okay, and the rope is singed.
And the rope is fucked.
I'll have to buy another one.
So from here you can see there is like another little pool of lava kind of like ahead of you. A couple larger pools of lava in that room. Terrestrius points out that there is something large enough to churn the lava in the northern lava pool. And way across at the end, you can see a hammer laying on a stone, like crudely built altar or slab.
Okatai, can you fix this hip?
Fix what?
And my hip.
He's complaining about his hip.
Oh, yeah.
Can you
Sorry,
heal
Chris,
agility damage?
Give me a
Sorry,
second.
Chris, which pool is the moving in again?
The one to the north.
How broken are you, Terrestrius?
Just need 2 points. Okay. My thought is that I might be able to sneak up and grab it and book it. Just I'm just thinking with Firewalker open, he's probably the safest guy to go, right?
I can save cast it for 2, so Okatai is gonna heal you. Gonna lose a willpower. I clicked on the things, but somehow my computer is rushing with internet right now. So the spell will appear at some point, but it's a safe cast, so we can
Okay.
go.
And unless anybody's got a different plan, that's my plan. Sneak out and grab the hammer, try to sneak back.
Yeah.
I don't have anything better.
Just want to be ready to fight whatever's in the northern pool if the need is be.
Yeah, does that... Maybe it's just lots of lava in that spot. Churning up a
Fairly
bit.
certain something's in there. Something big.
Chris,
Yep.
I was hoping.
the giant fireworm that was on the ground and in lava.
Yep.
Was it an animal?
No.
So that's not an option for polymorphy into animal.
No. That is very much a monster.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of an animal that would survive here if I need to.
Those beetles were animals.
Yep. If I need to cross lava, I think I'm just gonna turn into a beetle.
All right, let's try to sneak this hammer out.
All right. So Tress is going to carefully edges around that smaller lava pool.
I'm immune to fire, so it's not that big of a deal.
Are you edging around, or are you plunging through it?
Oh no, I'm gonna add your ratification.
Oh, okay.
I still have stuff.
Should we cross the pool just in case you need assistance? Just to be around here.
Mm, I mean, use your. I just wait just to see if it sees me.
Okay.
I think this is a terrible idea.
Okay. Trustius can give me a stealth roll.
Oh, what's that? Move, right? Oh, stealth. It's actually stealth. 66 sessions. I got some dice. Let's try. Oh, that's why we healed it.
Okay. So Trustius starts making his way in.
Rolls his ankle a little.
I have the spare spear in case something goes out, because I'm pretty sure if I try to throw a spear at whatever is in the lava, I'm gonna lose that spear.
Right, and you manage to get up to where the hammer is.
Oof, oof, oof. Okay, we're going to carefully. Fuck, he doesn't know what a
Don't.
trap is.
Don't you say it.
What?
Don't jinx it. Josh.
Pick it up.
All right. When you pick it up,
Yeah.
everybody can roll for me some initiative.
God damn.
Oh, 10. No, that's not good.
Six.
7.
Somebody has to beat the worm. Ryzen, you're our only hope.
The worm
The
at
initiative
twice.
card doesn't want to work for me.
Just go to the combat tab and then click the dice by your name.
Ryzen, no, you didn't make it. Oh my goodness.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to have 2 initiative cards because I'm fast. It didn't roll my second initiative card, Chris.
So you can have a 6 or a 7. Actually,
Yeah.
You can't have a 6 because that's a 6, so you can have a 5 or a 7.
Yeah. It won't make us go before the fireworm, so.
No.
So the best I can give you, Justice, is a 5.
I don't think it's gonna matter.
Depends. Do you want to act before Desi?
Actually, probably I do. It might.
So-
Oh, he's got a second initiative. Okay, yes, I do. Absolutely do.
So put me in 10, Chris, and put Justice at 5. If that's all right.
This is gonna suck. I never thought I'd say this, but I hope it has a breath weapon.
Because it's going to be fire.
I assume so.
Can't seem to change the initiative.
You can just switch me with him if it's easier.
I'm trying. There we go. So just have to remember that Trustius actually goes before Desi. But it doesn't matter because the fireworm goes first. Is going to move up to Trustius.
Why?
Oh, it digs itself into the ground. Everyone within near range must make a move roll. So I need Trustius to give me a move roll. Otherwise, you fall into the beast's mouth.
Never considered that.
All right. So it like basically like up out of the lava and then down and then burrows under the ground, opens up underneath you, and you like barely jump out of the way and avoid falling into its mouth, where you would have taken 3 points of damage every round.
Nope.
Oh, that would have been bad.
All right, Ryzen, you're up. There's a big giant fireworm all the way across there trying to eat Trustius' face.
I will rush forward and I will attack it. Or at least I will rush forward this round if that is everything I can.
Yeah, you can get to basically get to about there, the zone, just one zone away from the fireworm. That will take us to Trustius since he goes slightly before Desi.
Sorry, just let me know. Did I place myself correctly? If
Uh,
not, just let me know.
Yeah,
Okay.
just a little bit more.
Yep. Gotcha.
Trustius.
Okay, I'm in melee with this thing, right?
Uh-huh.
I want to be in melee with this thing.
Sorry, just to be clear, Trustius has the hammer, correct?
Yeah, he's like basically picked it up off of the shrine.
Hammer's not doing anything to me yet.
Not yet.
Okay, we'll try one thing first. I have so many spells.
And in case it matters, the fireworm is definitely a monster.
Oh, yes.
I was just going to ask how solid this ground is that it came up from underneath.
It's fairly solid. It is a big, beefy creature with a burrow speed.
Can I fast action to toss the hammer?
It's a slow action.
I need my slow action.
You can fast action to like drop it at your feet. Actually, free action to drop it at your feet.
We'll start with standard then. Okay, standard action. I'm going to cast Shield of the Grave.
Okay.
Let's see what cold does to this thing. Could be a lot, could be nothing, right? I don't have that. I can safe cast it. Put a little bit of willpower into it. Don't have the ingredient.
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
So it's immune to cold. Okay.
Doesn't.
Sometimes fire things take weakness to cold.
Yep.
So
Also, the spell doesn't affect monsters.
there's no effect. Oh, first time I cast it. So that tracks.
Tress is like, oh shit. Oh crap.
The panic tracks. It's perfect. Fast action. I will try to get out of melee range.
All right. Make a move roll. All right. It does not get a free attack at you.
Yeah, but it'll have to move to get to me. So, I mean, that's something. Ish. That's beat.
Okay. That'll take us to Desi.
Well, I'm trying to see where the line is. There a line that goes through Okatai?
Nope.
Okay. In that case, that would be my move. And then I
Yep.
could rush to get to where Ryzen is?
Yep.
Yep, that's what I will do.
All right.
It's as close as I can get, though.
The fireworm is going to go again.
I'll start yelling, "Throw me the hammer."
And it's going to move to Trustius.
Hi. Again.
So it basically rears up and darkens the sky with its tremendous mass and then drops and crushes everybody within arm's length. Make a move roll.
A lot of those going on today.
Gotta move it, move it. You gotta move it. Move it.
Oh, you do throw yourself out of the way. And the heat radiating from this creature is immense. But you are immune to it, so you're fine there. Okatai.
Okay. 2 questions.
Yep.
My spear have long range because of throwing harm.
Yep.
So where should I, like, do I reach it from where I am?
One, two, three. Yeah, you should. Yep.
Yep, you can throw it out to long range, which is anything up to 4 zones away.
Okay.
But there is a -2 for long range.
-2 from now. Okay. So I can take a fast action to just get in the next zone.
Yeah, it's still long range. Basically, short
Oh.
is just the next zone, and then long is out to 4.
Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna stay there then and use my fast action for Pat of the Poison. First time I'm able to use it. And I was wondering, are monster immune to poison that are not strand based?
Sometimes.
So I'm gonna take a chance and try paralytic poison.
Okay.
I assume this thing has less agility than strength, so I'm gonna try to hit it there. So I'm gonna spend 3 willpower. That would make it a poison with toxicity 9.
Okay.
And it automatically applied to my weapon when I use that.
All right.
Try to throw a spear. Poison. From long. It's the throwaway spear. And I'm back. That's a monster. And -2 for the distance.
Yep.
Lower that sitting here. See if the dice rolls. Yeah, I sent it, but I don't see the dice roll.
That doesn't seem to be coming up. Sometimes it
You
takes
don't
a
see
minute.
it.
Yeah, I know it's my computer having trouble with internet. We've seen it in the chat. If it doesn't come out, could roll it for me.
Yep, I can roll it for you. So this is just a spear or harpoon.
It activates the spear and harpooner. Drawing on. Mine is the 2 for range.
Oof,
Nice shot. 5 and
Nice.
6.
that is a hit. I rolled for its armor already.
Can roll against toxicity. Does I roll or does E roll?
Both. It's whoever gets the most successes.
So I roll D6,
You roll 9 dice.
but D6.
Yep.
Damn it! Please let me roll. I see all of your rolls, but I just can't seem to be able to.
Okay, that's okay. I can roll for you.
Yeah, please.
Alright. So it does rear back in pain. It seems to have. Oh, there's your attack roll.
Well, yours was better.
Mine was so much better. So it does kind of rear back. The harpoon does find purchase. You don't know if the poison is having any effect on it or not.
I'll see that later.
But that is going to take us around to it again.
Help me, Daisy. Help.
Trustia still has the hammer.
So it has 2 initiatives.
It does.
Can I ask why?
Because some boss monsters go more than once in a round. It's kind of like legendary actions in D&D.
Ah, okay.
It's to help kind of balance out the action economy to some extent. What's it going to do?
I'm taking this.
So sorry, how many does it have? Isn't this its 3rd one?
No, this is the start of the next round.
Oh, okay.
Man, I cannot roll today. It tries to bite at Trustius with its big jaws, and you can feel like its hot breath on your face, but it is not successful. That will take us to Ryzen. See, this is why I like Dragon Bage, because in Dragon Bage, monsters just automatically hit.
Yep, straight up.
Monsters
the one who has
automatically
the
hit? That's a horrible system.
Yeah, it's up to the players to defend and to hope their armor soaks up the damage.
Oh, geez. All right, I am going to charge forward with both of my Morning Star.
Perfect. So
Do
it'll
I
take
still get to attack, or was that my action?
it'll take both of your actions to close with it. But you
Okay.
are all up in its face now. That'll take us to Trustius.
All right. I am going to try to get out of melee with this thing, which is move, right?
It is. Ooh.
Pushing my luck here.
Yeah, but you do manage to get out of its way without it taking a swipe at you.
And I'm going to throw the hammer to Desi.
All right.
Play some football here. Range or something?
Marksmanship.
Marksmanship, sorry. Sharpshooter probably does not apply.
Nope.
Specify throwing to Desi, not at Desi.
Throwing arm.
Yes.
Throw
to
it-
Desi.
Not
Yeah.
into Desi.
Throwing arm would apply.
I do not have throwing irons. Still have all my fingers.
Contrary to popular belief, Desi is not a monster.
Whoa! There you go,
my.
Desi.
Oh, wow.
Perfect spiral.
All right. Perfect. So the hammer lands right at Desi's feet.
Excellent.
That's me.
Go. That'll take us to Desi.
So is picking up that hammer an action?
It is a fast action.
Okay. But then once I move into that next zone, that's it. I can't act, right?
No,
Or
you're
would I-
going away. Don't go closer.
Oh, I thought we were going to try to kill it.
No.
Okay.
That's what I
Uh,
thought, and now I regret that life decision.
Okay. In that case, I will grab it, yell, run for the outdoors. Got it. And I will start booking it back toward Okatai.
Give me an endurance roll, Dizzy.
Oh, it's hot. Of course it's hot.
Because you've got my helm.
And because of the weight of the hammer, Desi is over encumbered.
Oh yeah, I am, aren't I? How heavy is my helm that I don't have?
It is a normal item.
So that would take off what? A pound? And how heavy is the hammer?
The hammer is a heavy item.
Then I am not over encumbered. Because a normal is worth 1,
Yep,
and a heavy is worth 2.
that's right.
I was at 11 until Trustius took my helm. I am fine.
There you go.
Dizzy is a pack horse in her spare time.
And in case it matters, Trustius is fine with the helmet too.
Yep, but the hammer would have put Trustius over, but you haven't run anywhere, so you're fine.
Yeah, he just picked it up and hucked it at me.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the hammer would have, yeah.
yeah,
To me.
yeah. Because run is when you change the zone, but just moving within the zone, which is all Trust is done, you're fine.
Well, I made no progress.
Yeah. All right. So Desi, you pick up the hammer.
Yep.
Okay. And which way are you going?
Oh, she hates it, but she's going back toward Okatai.
Don't worry about it. The worms will follow.
Can I? How? Why are there 2 of me? What freaky magic is this?
Heat exhaustion.
That would explain it.
I don't see 2 of you. I only see 1.
Oh, I see
I don't
2.
see 2 of you.
I see 1 here, and I see 1 over here.
I only see the
that's
one you
that's
just clicked on.
That's a personal problem.
Yeah,
That's a mirage. Okay.
yeah.
That's heat.
Uh,
Yeah, that's the heat.
That's an issue on your
Actually,
end.
that's not true. If I squint, I do see I see the big one for Desi Slava, and I see a small little dot that says Anita below it. And I see one for Tony, too.
I see Tony there, but no, I see like a second icon for me over here.
Yeah, I don't see a second icon. I see a little dot and your real name in like a small letters.
Oh yeah,
That's
Just like I see
always
Tony,
been
but
a
I,
thing for most movement.
All right.
that's
Oh.
what the players.
Anyway, okay,
So
can I
Okay.
make it into the same zone as Okatai?
So here's the important question for Desi.
Okay.
You can choose to flee, which means if you make a successful move roll, you are free and clear, but you are out of the combat.
Okay.
Or you can just basically move your movement, which gets you to where you are. You can move to 1 zone on your slow action.
Okay. I'm not fleeing with Trestius and Ryzen up there by the fire.
Okay.
I'm hoping that they will manage to run and get ahead of me. So that if something, or at least get in the same zone as me, so that if something attacks, I can try to defend them.
The fireworm. The fireworm is moving. It does not care about attacks from opportunity. So Ryzen, you do get a free swing at it as it moves to close with Desi.
Do I get both because I have ambidextrous or just one?
Just one.
It's like we're playing fetch. The fireworm thinks it's gonna get the hammer.
Ooh, that is a solid hit. My armor stops 1, so that's going to be 2 plus 1 from us. So 3 damage gets through. You guys would have been dead so long ago if I could roll dice.
Well, you rolled great when you rolled for me.
It cannot do threat from... No, we can do threat from below because I didn't do that last turn. So I'm going to need Desi to give me a move roll.
Okay.
Try to beat a 0.
No, you don't have to beat a 0. You have to just get 1 success. So yeah, as it moves, Ryzen takes a swing at it, kind of connects solidly. Something cracks. Ryzen, you feel something crack under the swing of your blow. The fireworm basically dives under the ground and comes up underneath Desi. You sense it coming and kind of jump to the side, but it's right there up in your face.
Yeah.
That will take us to Okatai.
Yeah.
Wing, baby.
It does not seem to be moving any slower.
So the agility poison didn't seem to work. So
Either that or it's got a really high agility.
yeah. I was hoping to target a stat he was less good at, so it was not a success. So since everything else is doing strength damage, I'm gonna attack it in its strength.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw a spear, an ARPU. Let's see if it's willing to throw this time. I'm gonna poison it again. And now I didn't. Is it in close range?
Yes, it would be close range.
Doesn't roll.
So this is the harpoon that you're throwing?
Yep. Darkwood arrow.
Another 5 damage.
4 hit, 5 damage.
Ooh. Fireworm sucks 3 of it, though. That was a good roll for it. I can't roll like that all the time.
And you can roll for the lethal poison.
That was 9 again?
6. I assume it doesn't stack with the Darkwood harpoon toxicity.
It does not. Oh, there's your roll. At least that time mine wasn't super better. That was embarrassing. No successes for you.
Okay. And since I hit him last turn, he does lose 1 point of bleeding damage.
That what?
Right.
So I was AFK and come back to see nothing but just a wash of red dice across my screen.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it rolls 18 dice to resist the poison.
Jesus!
Yeah, the chance my poison works are limited, but I'm trying.
It's a boss fight.
Holy shit!
It's not that bad. I mean, it's got 18 strength. Dragon has like 40.
Oh yeah, dragons are real problem.
Appreciate
Okay.
the warning. Yeah.
Does the bleeding stack, or is it just
No,
one?
it's just 1.
Okay, so it will lose 1 out every turn.
It might be a dragon type. I mean, the hammer might work on it.
Yeah.
Does he?
Worm.
I intend to find out.
Right. So no fire damage to Desi.
I appreciate that. Someone took my helm.
I mean, I made it. So.
You did.
Desi, I need you to give me a move roll as it burrows into the ground, causing the ground around you
Again?
to collapse under your feet.
Ah!
What? You managed to throw yourself to the side.
Sorry.
That will take us to Ryzen.
Oh man, I'm getting all this cardio work. I gotta run forward to attack them. Do I still get one attack or no?
Yes, because it's kind of like between both zones, just because of where Desi's position. So yes, you can get to it.
Sorry, would I get both attacks due to ambidex or due to the two weapon or just one?
So you need so you make your attack with your slow action, and then ambidextrous lets you also use your fast action to attack with the second one. So because you moved, you only get the one attack. We got a sub one, so it's going to be 3. Your Morningstar seems to be doing a number on this thing over time. It seems like its scales can't quite stand up to your precision hammer attacks. It's looking pretty badly injured, actually. Trustius, for the first time, you don't have a creature trying to eat you.
Yay. Let's do arrow stuff. I will run.
Okay.
Stay here. And I will shoot it because I ran. I'm going to pour a pile of arrows in this thing.
My horse has a couple of stack of arrows of spare for you, just in case you get out. You get
See how
off.
it goes.
That one misses.
I'll push. Do I want to push it?
Got no Bane showing. Those are the worst, because then you don't know.
Damn it.
Oh, snapped your fingers. Keep that up, you'll lose a finger and have to pick up throwing arm.
I can just grow it back. Then I will slow action shoot.
Okay. Oh, that one barely hit.
Wow, that's terrible.
Bounces off its armor.
I'll spend 1 to go through it.
Okay.
I'll spend 1 willpower for the path of the arrow, extra shot.
Okay.
Something's gonna spike.
Ooh. The armor stops that one completely.
Spend 1 to go through it. It's a lot of willpower.
That is an awful lot of willpower. Anything else?
No, I mean 3 attacks, 3 willpower.
Yeah. That'll take us to Desi.
Still have all my arrows though.
Oh, there you go. You're muted.
Sorry. So that's right on top of me. That sucks.
Yep.
I don't see a hammer on my character sheet?
Because I didn't add it onto your character sheet.
Oh, well, I'd like to use it.
We're praying it's a dragon.
It's not just for decoration.
Even if it
Okay.
isn't, it's a. I'm hoping it's a big honking weapon and hits hard.
There you go.
Ooh, does more. Doesn't have the bonus Breathe has though. And I wouldn't be able to use Sword Fighter with it, would I?
Nope.
Shit. Well,
But it is the weapon you have in hand.
I suppose that's true too, isn't it? Okay. It's not far enough for me to be able to use melee charge, is it?
No, it is right on top of you.
It is right on fucking top of me. Okay. Well, I guess I'm swinging up with this Warhammer and hoping that it hits.
You did say throw the warhammer.
I did tell you to throw the Warhammer, yes. I didn't think you'd be able to run with it. I was probably right. Well, that's not bad for a first swing. God damn it.
Hmm.
Shit, where's my talents? Oh, I bet that only works with blades.
No, you can use your warrior talent to ignore armor on that. It works.
Yep, any sort of close combat attack.
Oh, because it's called Path of the Blade, though.
Yep, but it's specifically any close combat attack.
Okay. I will spend a willpower so that it doesn't get the benefit of armor.
Perfect. So yes, Desi, as you kind of swing and find that weak spot in its armor, probably like those plates that Ryzen has basically crushed inwards with his Morning Star.
Mm-hmm.
There's a swing, and the fireworm basically kind of like stiffens up and drops, and you can feel the hammer get warmer to the touch.
I'm gonna dash to go grab my harpoon before that thing sink in the ground or in lava.
Oh. Okay. I was gonna say, just warmer or like uncomfortably.
No, just warmer, like
Okay.
like it's been activated.
Okay, and the worm is dead?
Yes.
Okay, because otherwise I was gonna spend willpower so I
Yeah.
could do it again.
Yeah.
But
no.
alright then. I will take it and go.
But yes, the worm is defeated, and it seems like with the death of the creature at the hands of the hammer, it's basically like reinvigorated the hammer.
It has been reactivated.
It has been activated.
So I imagine we're gonna book it.
All right. Perfect. So just so you guys know, because we're coming up to the end, but this way you guys can make a decision for next game. The Dragon Slayer hammer. It is a two-handed warhammer. It has a base damage of 3. So 3 plus however many successes you roll. It has a D10 artifact die. It ignores natural armor and destroys crafted armor if you do 3 or more damage after the soak.
Holy shit.
And the downside?
It is capable of shattering solid stone.
Whew.
The main drawback to the hammer once it's activated is it's unwieldy, so it does basically, you can attack with it like every second round because you got to spend one round kind of like putting your muscles into it to kind of get it up to go. but it does glow red and gives off steam when in the presence of a dragon.
Is it one or two-handed?
It is two-handed. It is a big, heavy, two-handed dwarven hammer.
I mean, Ryzen's a hammer guy, right? But
He
he
is.
uses two small ones.
I mean,
I don't mind wielding one big giant hammer.
I don't know that I'd call a Morningstar a small thing. Is your Morningstar one-handed or two?
They are one-handed. That's why I'm able to.
Oh,
wield
okay.
two.
But see
There's
that ability to bypass armor. Dizzy can do that as long as she's got willpower.
I
Having
think
two of
it could-
us who can do that would probably be pretty sweet.
I mean, technically, if we give the armor to Risen, Risen can bypass armor with that, and me and Trestius can bypass with Path of the Arrow, and we throw shit at.
Oh, so all of
So-
us except Culty.
Exactly. starting to get ready to kill a dragon. Feels like.
Who should probably just kind of stand back and cheer for us.
You can convince the dragon to lay down and die.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's a Ryzen weapon.
Yeah.
He's
Me
the
too.
hammer guy, right?
He
Yep.
is. And Desi, as much as she liked it, I mean, it hit solid. She also
Thing
is used to fighting with Briath and a shield.
The lack of shield is the biggest problem, I think.
I mean, given the fact that she carries a shield and uses it on a regular basis, think about how fucked her armor gets on a regular day. Like,
I just
Yep,
don't
yep.
want to deal with Briath. Like Briath
Nobody
would be
wants
so
to deal with
pissed.
Briath.
It'd be a whole thing.
nobody wants to deal with Briath, except Desi. Has a weird crush on her sword.
All right.
Is-
Perfect.
We can check the rest on the next game, but does the worm look like it has a special kind of skin to survive the lava?
It's hard to say, and it would take considerable time to harvest something this large.
Oh yeah, and we don't want to harvest in a place that hot. Let's
Yeah.
fuck that worm.
Pardon me.
I'll just get my spear back.
All right. So you pass the hammer over to Ryzen, and Ryzen, you can feel like it is, because there is a dragonkin present. It is glowing, kind of like the way Sting glows in the presence of orcs. So the hammer actually like glows red, and steam issues forth from it whenever you are in the presence of a dragon.
Oh, and worm counts.
And apparently this counts.
Oh.
And I added the hammer to your character sheet there as well, Mark.
Awesome.
So the big drawback to the hammer is you can kind of only use it every second round, but it hits like a truck. And it bypasses natural armor and destroys crafted armor. So like if you hit somebody in plate armor, you're not going to bypass it. You're just likely to just destroy it, so the next hit will bypass it because you won't have any armor left.
That's perfect for Ryzen.
It's beautiful, so spiteful.
Like me. I did have a question. I'm
Yep.
looking on Foundry. Is there no two-handed weapon talent style?
I don't believe there is. I'd have to take a look. I don't think there's any offhand, because most two-handed weapons either fall under like sword or hammer or axe.
Yeah, looking just from the list, there's nothing there that looking at the steps would indicate it. So
All right, XP. Participate in a game session. Yes. Travel through a hex. No. Discover a new adventure site. No, because you got that last time. Defeat one or more monsters. Yes. Find a treasure. 1 gold or more. Yes. Build a function. No. Activate your pride? No. Suffer from dark secret? No. Risk your life? I don't think so.
No.
Any extraordinary actions?
Ryzen's getting an XP for the trustiest impression.
Excellent.
Yes, because that was fucking hilarious.
It broke Anita. That's worth an XP.
Yep,
No
yep,
asthma
yep,
attack,
yep.
which is good, but did break me for a minute. Yes.
You'll,
She's still
you'll never
laughing.
understand. Ezra.
It was good.
All right. So it looks like 3 XP and 4 for Ryzen.
Perfect. I do have to go to bed, so I
thought it
will
was-
see
Yeah.
everyone
4
in the next.
Perfect.
That's weird.
All right.
Thanks for everything.
Yeah. Have a good night, everybody. I need to go and finish putting things back in place.
All right.
Thanks,
Take
Chris,
care,
as always.
everybody. Thanks
Right.
very much.
Yeah. Have a good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.